video we travel from Porcupine Gorge to Aramac to do the statue tour, and then on to Mitchell to enjoy the Artesian Spa facility. Just turned off the sealed road onto the Flinders River Byway from the road between Hughenden and Porcupine Gorge heading towards Prairie. It's about 32 kilometres long. It's meant to be a four-wheel drive track, and I'll come back to you if there's anything interesting to see. This is the Flinders River, just doing a crossing here. See, it's not too much water. Well, it looks like we're at the end of this Flinders River bypass road. Apart from overtaking the road train and that scenic lookout, really not too much to look at. I wouldn't think that the road's four-wheel drive unless it's wet. Certainly the road train being on the road indicates it's probably other than four-wheel drive. So off to Prairie now, just down the road. Then we're going to take another bypass further south, heading towards Aramac. Looks like we've got a bit of a delay in traffic here. Well, cow traffic. Hopefully there's not too much more behind, not too much further to go, so look down to the left and the back of the herd's just not too far down there. Just on a property called Carinya Reserve, funny name for it, but anyhow, just an old couple there, camping site, never heard of it before. There's meant to be some falls here. Old dear said that no rain, no falls, but there's some water in the creek. So coming across this basalt stuff to go and have a look. On the way down here I saw some ginormous red claw heads. Been bleached, so I've been in the sun for a while, so that sort of tells me that's probably some red claw in the water here. Just looking down from here, quite a bit of a drop, probably 15 metres down. And this little basalt gorge here, incredible. The water's not running, as I've said. Up creek, almost a man-made, well, almost a natural dam there, apart from the little bit of cement. Oh mate, there's got a fishing rod, so he's probably been fishing. I'll have a chat to him and see if he's caught anything.
I just open it up a little bit, put that in because they don't like meat.
Okay.
So they'll actually they go in the pot trying to get rid of the meat away from their home.
Oh, okay. Unusual. Just take the
plastic bag out.
That's alright. Cool, eh? Well, that's our little visit to this reserve. It's quite nice here. $20 a night. Showers, toilets. They have a big shindig here. Once a year, a race day. There's actually a race course out. Just see it out in front of the vehicle there. I won't tell you what weekend because the caretakers have told us not to advertise it. But nice. They had a good chat with us there. Apparently there's yellow belly and black brim in the little creek down there, as well as those red claw. You can see these trucks are a fair way off because of the dust plume behind them. They probably see us as well. The boss is driving and she's doing about 120. Oh, she wasn't really. She was probably doing about 80, maybe. Not quite a road train on this. I think it's only a dual. Yeah. Cattle trucks. Just cruising along the road here. An old man Amy is on the road, all by himself, which is pretty unusual. Unless it's a bloke or a chick in trouble. So enough of us is running away. Day 2 from Aramac. We're just going on the Lake Dunn sculpture tour. It takes us along this little dirt track. Jericho Road, see on Google Maps probably. Just following that a little bit. It's about 70 k's along here. There's a whole bunch of sculptures. It's a triangular sort of route, so might take some vid along the way. Show you what it's all about and tell you a bit more about the person who's made all these sculptures. Just a bunch of red kangaroo heading off to our right a little bit. Hope you can see them in the video. Don't see too many red kangaroos down our way. There's a couple in front of us. Side to side. We don't see often. Back to opening and closing gates again. This should be the only one on this lake, I think. Usual rule, find it closed, leave it closed. If it's open, leave it open. This is actually the second sculpture that we've seen along this little route. The bits and pieces, you can see a bit of Magna, Suzuki, Sigweld. Clutch pressure plates. More Suzuki. Some shock absorbers. Just past Grey Rock Station and this little outpost on the right hand side says, the sign says there, stock route watering facility, Grey Rock Mill. There you go, got the windmill up there. I don't know if it's a Comet windmill or not, but anyway, it's rotating around, and a couple of cows down there. Grey Rock Reserve, formerly a Cobham Company staging post. That's the editing in the background again. And apparently there was a pub around here somewhere as well. That sign just back there said that the names engraved in the sandstone could have been passengers of the Cobham Company when they were doing the routes out this way. That's all in sandstone. I actually thought when I was pulling up that it might have been bitumen, like concrete. The pig statue thing. Just a short bit about the artist who's made these. Her name's Melinda Rogers. She resides in a grazing property along this trail and decided that she needed a platform to display her work. There's about, I think, 60 or so sculptures. Sorry, the boss says about 40, but that's increasing all the time. She says that it takes anywhere from a few hours to 3 months to build these sculptures, depending on the size as well. She uses lots of barbed wire. Look at that. Lake Dunn from about 60-70 k's from Aramac. Just pulled up here for lunch. We got some pulled pork wraps, and a little bit of chicken nuggets and green stuff and Corby sauce. Echidna. Getting up to the last few sculptures in this trip. We've got about 20 odd kilometres to go to head back towards Aramac. Worth the drive? Yeah, I reckon it's probably worth the drive. It was a nice stop over at Lake Dunn for lunch. Some nice country. Particularly if we went around anti-clockwise from Aramac. So that was a good tip from Republican and Aramac. Just about to drop down over this rise. You can see the road in the front there, a little bit of wind in the background, sorry about that. I haven't gotten too much further past that Echidna statue, but I just thought I'd also let you know that coming around anti-clockwise, we stopped in at the Cobb & Co Grey Rock site, and just after that there's another point of interest, the historical site. We dropped in there, it was like a big circuit I suppose, and if you do that you're probably going to miss one statue. Fallen soldier statue I think it is, so just be aware of that. Some Jabiru. Now that statue we missed wasn't the fallen soldier, it was the returned soldier. The road trip's about 200 kilometres. I'd say the last 40 k's bitumen, the rest of it's dirt. If you take your time and stop and have lunch and stuff, 5 to 6 hours. If you race around, you'll probably do it a lot faster than that. Should be able to guess who this is. Headgear, North Queensland Cowboys, Indigenous. How'd you guess anyhow? At the Aramac Tramway Museum, there's a weir just outside of town heading towards Barcaldine, and I was going to do some drone footage there, and I got up a little way and a little hawk took interest in the drone, so I didn't do any footage. So we're here at the Aramac Tramway Museum, relics of the tramway including the Railmotor 28 Arm Hammer. Well, you can read the sign from there. Check out this old beauty. An old Vauxhall. Looks like it's a hearse or something. Yeah, it was a hearse. Talk about a bent rim. Wouldn't have been on this when that happened. Well, according to these posters here, the tramway service was finished, closed down in 1975. It ran from Longreach across to Barcaldine, and the tramway came up to Aramac, and it was about a 2-hour 40-minute trip at 20 miles an hour, slow trip. In the next video we travel from Fisherman's Rest area at Mitchell back home to Bargara via Taroom, then Exhibition National Park where we spend 2 nights,